I dreamt I saw the strangest episode of Family Guy, and there was a giant chicken, and Stewie was an octopus.
Hey, come on now.
Number 10. Post-cancellation Family Guy is a different universe. There's no denying that post-cancellation Family Guy feels a little different. The characters are meaner and flanderized beyond belief, the jokes are darker, and the storyline's more bizarre and outlandish.
Wait, before you kill me, can you at least give me an extra bullet so I can pretend to catch one of my teeth?
But maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe it takes place in a whole different universe. Thanks to Road to the Multiverse, it's clear that multiverses do exist in the world of Family Guy.
The point is, every possible eventuality exists.
And that's where you got the pig, in a parallel universe.
Prepare yourself, Brian, and I'll show you.
Maybe the family scene in Season 4 is just a wackier and meaner version of the family scene in Season 3. And maybe Brian and Stewie didn't go back in time and back to the pilot. They went to the original universe.
Wait, what are they doing?
I don't know, they're just standing there like zombies.
Do you think they're all right?
I'm not sure.
And then there was that time at the ice cream store.
They're doing it again, what the hell?
Number 9. Joe Swanson was the Tick. This theory from Reddit user Mr. D's444 states that Joe Swanson was, and maybe still is, the Tick.
Hello again. Your door is broken, the knob came off.
What are you doing here?
Look, man, this is incredible. It looks just like an apartment.
The Tick aired on Fox between 2001 and 2002 and starred Patrick Warburton, the same man who voices Joe. The Tick shares a lot in common with Joe, including a muscular frame, a big chin, a dramatic personality, and obviously the exact same voice.
Are you Timmy? Merry Christmas, Timmy.
This led Mr. D's444 to think that they are in fact one and the same. Maybe Joe wasn't doling out enough justice as a cop, so he became the Tick on the side. The Tick costume may even grant the wearer superhuman abilities, as he has super strength and never gets injured. Maybe it also has the power to heal Joe's paralysis.
Don't worry, you won't get far. Stop! Police!
Number 8. Stewie is a former dictator. Stewie is obviously very aggressive in the early seasons and dictatorial in his machinations.
Excellent. The mind control device is nearing completion.
Stewie, I said no toys at the table.
Damn you, vile woman! You've impeded my work since the day I escaped from your wretched womb.
The reason for this behavior could be that Stewie is a former dictator who's either been de-aged through magic or reincarnated as a baby.
Dear Diary, it seems the domestic overseers are plotting against me. Their plans somehow relate to the anniversary of my escape from the womb. I'm still haunted by the memories of how I came to be incarcerated in that amniotic Attica.
This could explain why Stewie's so smart and ahead of his age, how he can talk, and why he has a British accent.
All right, men. The man in white is coming to put me back in the womb. Today he comes for me, but tomorrow it could be you. Or you!
Maybe he's the reincarnated spirit of Oliver Cromwell or something. It also helps explain how Stewie has calmed down throughout the seasons. As time has passed, he has forgotten his dictatorial ways and simply embraced being a child.
Yes, we. Oh my.
Hudson, time to go.
I gotta go home now. I'm glad I met you, Stewie. You're neat. Bye.
Bye, Hudson.
Number 7. DeBoom is canon. Season 2's DeBoom is obviously not canon. After all, Y2K destroys the world via a nuclear holocaust, Stewie turns into a tentacled creature, and the ending reveals that it was all a dream of Dallas's Pam Ewing.
Oh, Bobby, I just had the weirdest dream. I dreamt I saw the strangest episode of Family Guy, and there was a giant chicken, and Stewie was an octopus.
Hey, come on now. It's all right, everything's gonna be okay. What's Family Guy?
But what if it is? What if DeBoom was the official ending of the Family Guy story, and all the following episodes are just delusions concocted by the traumatized family?
Peter, we've got to find some food.
Oh my God, look! It's Natick!
This could explain the show's declining quality and wildly different tone, as the characters are slowly losing sight of their past realities and veering further and further into imagination.
But when I saw the movie, It looked like Audrey Hepburn not only didn't have breakfast at Tiffany's, she hadn't eaten anything in a year. Woo!
It could also help explain why the characters never age. Talk about depressing. Number 6. Family Guy is a fictional show within the American Dad universe. There's a reason Family Guy is so outlandish. It's a fictional TV show. Well, yeah, but we mean it's a fictional TV show within a fictional TV show. There are a few hints scattered across the series. The obvious one is the episode Inside Family Guy, which takes the form of a behind-the-scenes featurette about the making of the show.
It's certainly not easy being a family that also happens to star in a sitcom together.
There's also the fact that Brian and Stewie travel back to the pilot and comment on its crude animation quality.
Ew, I remember this. Peter's eye did that weird creepy thing where it went over his nose.
Come on, you're worrying about nothing.
Oh, remember when you got drunk off the communion wine at church?
Ah, ew, gross. Look at that.
Not to mention, Stan specifically mentions Brian in American Dad, calling him his #1 favorite fictional dog.
3, Old Yeller. 2, Lassie. And the #1 dog on my fictitious dog list is Brian Griffin. Do I know you?
So, is Family Guy a fictional show within the American Dad universe? All signs point to yes. Number 5, we see through the eyes of Stewie. It's easy to do the whole this show takes place within a character's head theory, but this one actually has some merit. The theory posits that the events of Family Guy are merely Stewie's perception of the world. Peter and Chris act goofy and childish towards Stewie, so Stewie thinks they're stupid buffoons.
Hey, Stewie, nice sunburn.
God, you horse's ass!
Lois is the strict disciplinarian, so Stewie sees her as shrewd and humorless.
Oh my God, look at Stewie! Peter, you took him out without any sunscreen?
Maybe.
You know the sun is dangerous for a baby's skin.
Meg is an older teenager and often fights with her parents, so Stewie thinks they all hate and abuse her.
My God, you're condescending! I'm making a legitimate point about how poorly this family treats me. Brian, you can't say this family doesn't treat me like crap.
And Brian doesn't actually talk. That would be ridiculous. No, his barks and whimpers are simply constructed as human speech in Stewie's mind, just like his nonsensical baby noises.
Some friends become enemies, some enemies become friends, yeah? At the end, your main character is richer for the experience, yeah? Yeah, you got to... No, you deserve some time off.
Number 4, Meg is Stewie's biological mother. One popular theory floating around the internet is that Meg is actually Stewie's biological mother.
I am not letting you out of my sight again.
According to the theory, Meg became pregnant at a very young age after sleeping with an ex-boyfriend, and both Lois and Brian helped cover up the pregnancy.
Welcome to Flappies. Why don't you have a seat next to my little baby whose deadbeat dad doesn't pay child support?
Ha!
Why? We don't know. Maybe to spare Meg the embarrassment and shame?
Being a single mother is hard, but the real challenge is having a baby that's addicted to crack. Right, Stewie?
Or to spare Meg's boyfriend who would have been subjected to Peter's wrath? This theory is seemingly legitimized in partial terms of endearment when Lois outright states that Meg gave birth to Stewie. This kind of crude joke should have elicited a response from Meg, but she doesn't say anything about it. Could this be because Lois was actually telling the truth?
Oh, come on, Meg. It was hot enough on your body when you gave birth to Stewie.
What?
I'm just joking.
Oh, not cool.
Number 3, Brian writes Family Guy. We all know that Brian's a writer.
This is why nobody bought my damn book. You know, this is what they want. The secret, chicken soup for the soul, the purpose-driven life. I tell you, I could crap one of those things out in a night.
So what if he writes Family Guy as an exaggerated version of his real family? This could help explain the rampant flanderization and general wackiness. He began writing relatively down-to-earth stories, but when these didn't sell, he made them more exaggerated and outlandish to help encourage sales.
Yeah, we're walking in now. Make sure Tom Tucker knows he has 20 minutes and he is to only talk about the book. No personal questions.
It's also possible that his increased alcoholism has turned him into a sloppy writer, turning a once good story into the mess it is now.
Well, that's it. No more. I'm done writing.
What? Writing's the only thing that's giving your alcoholism any credibility.
This also explains why Brian and Stewie are often given their own episodes. He's actually lived these adventures firsthand, and has more detail to draw on and exaggerate. Number 2, Brian's brain. Have you ever wondered why Brian doesn't really act like a dog? According to this theory, it's because he's a human trapped inside a dog.
Excedrin headache #1, puppy mill. Damn. Hey, does anyone here have thumbs?
Well, a human brain inside a dog's body anyway. In American Dad, Klaus is a German ski jumper whose brain was implanted into a goldfish by the CIA.
I'm recalling how the CIA kidnapped him and switched his mind with a goldfish.
If these two shows share the same universe, it's entirely possible that the exact same thing happened to Brian. This could explain how he can talk and write, why he was the only puppy from his litter to act like a person, and how he's able to have a 13-year-old human son.
Brian, this is Dylan. He's your son.
Oh, no way! Jerry! Jerry! Jerry!
When I was reading this list, I said, "What?" out loud more than once. Which is to say, I was pretty shocked at the theories you guys have come up with. Do you actually want these theories to be true? Anyway, let's take a quick tour through the honorable mentions, and then we'll find out the super dark top pick.
Whoa! What are all these for?
They're the usual. Destroying enemies, world domination. Oh, and killing my mother.
Hello? Where is everybody? I'm the only brain cell left. Well, at least I have my books. No, that's not fair. That's not fair. There was time now. Oh, it's not fair.
Stop, both of you! What the hell? Who are you? We're you from the future.
Oh boy, this can't be good news. Who screwed up? Take a wild guess.
How the hell did you get your dad to give him that 20 grand?
I told him it was for me. I said I wanted to hire a divorce lawyer. Oh, hey, do you want these spit droplets back, or are they for my arm to keep?
Sorry, I was trying to scare that fly on your hand. Oh, it's a liver spot. Never mind.
I'm hoping it's cancer. I want the ticket out.
Oh, if you die, can I have all of your nothing?
Number 1. Peter's heightened reality. Reddit user bblank0308 came up with a very compelling theory. Unfortunately, it is completely and totally depressing. Bear with us. One night, Meg and Chris both died in a drunk driving accident after coming home from a school party. A pregnant Lois then committed suicide out of grief.
Well, there is one thing we could do.
What? What's that?
We could go out on our own terms.
What, you're saying we should kill ourselves?
Driven to insanity, Peter created the heightened reality of Family Guy within his head.
I'm a tumor, I'm a tumor. I'm a tumor, I'm a tumor, I'm a tumor. I'm a tumor, I'm a tumor, I'm a tumor.
Meg is treated poorly because he still resents her for driving drunk and crashing the car. He also makes Stewie highly intelligent, as he likes to believe that his unborn son had great potential. And he makes Stewie hate Lois because she took his life.
You drove me here, Lois, with all the indignities I've been forced to suffer day in and day out under your matriarchal tyranny.
Finally, a combination of insanity and extreme guilt caused Peter to mentally regress into the man-child he is today.
Oh, eggs. Who came first, the chicken or the porn star? Oh, the porn identity. Who am I? Oh yeah, the pizza man. Baka-chicka-bow-wow. Oh. Peter, can you pass the coffee?
Sure.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.